Hey, what's up, my truth seekers? How are you guys doing? Hope you all are doing great. Again, guys, this right here is my second live. We went around about, I think it was about 2 o'clock, and we talked about some stuff. Make sure you go ahead and check it out. We talk about Martell, or the millimeters. They are having problems with Martell parenting, or because Martell have Ariane, to assist. So that was the question. So guys, when you go and run with it, make sure you go ahead and run with it right, because I see where people was saying these three ladies, thinking that Melody is, giving her children over for someone else to raise. Something to the fact, man. You guys just don't know how to relate a story. I see my girl in the house. Let me go ahead and let her in. Logical speak. Yes, indeed. That's my crime and partner, man. We chop it up together. So let me go ahead and drop it. And also I think Nicole going to join us as well. And like I said, guys, you all are welcome to your opinion. Make sure you comment. I love when you guys comment. Make sure you comment and interact with us, but just don't just don't make it personal, because I don't take this stuff personal. Believe me, I don't know these people. I don't know these people from a can of paint. So don't take it personal, okay? Hey, my girl.
Hey, good evening.
Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back.
Okay, let's go.
Yes, indeed. So, did you take a little short nap?
Huh? No, I didn't. I cooked my dinner and hung out with the kids a little while. No,
Okay.
now did you?
I tried to take a little nap. What did I do? Well, we're trying to get things together because I told you we're supposed to have something going on tomorrow for the Super Bowl.
I know. It's gonna be so nice.
Yeah. So, what kind of dogs you have?
I have chihuahuas.
Oh, okay. I had one named Rocky. I mean, very, very territorial.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they very territorial.
yes they are.
Yeah, so girl, I enjoyed that live. We had this what time it was? Around about 2 o'clock, right?
Yeah, it was 2 o'clock, 2 to 4.
Yeah, and one of my mods had went ahead and sent me some one of the people that was in our comment took
Uh,
the story and ran wrong with it, as if we talking about Melody, and the children, like Melody is giving her kids over to Martell and Ariane to raise. No, guys, if you're gonna tell a story, make sure you tell a story right. We didn't say that. We just asked the question, because I want to know. It's like Martell is taking so much heat of his infidelity, and it's not like he's the first and he won't be the last, right?
no, he's not the first, and he will not be the last. Man, to cheat.
Absolutely.
Mine cheated. Yours cheated.
Absolutely. Shit.
Yeah. Wow. I did reach a thumbnail. It was interesting, something to think about.
Which one?
If they are angry at Martell's parenting, or is it Ariel's co-parenting that her fans are so angry about? That
Yes.
was an interesting topic. Yeah.
Yeah, and and we last for 2 hours. I mean, we would have went over. It was just interesting.
Yeah.
And guys, we don't take this stuff personally.
No, not at all.
We don't know these people. It's just, to us, all this right here is entertainment. They put it out. They are free game, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And that's exactly how we look at it. But did you read some more of what Melody went ahead? This was sent to me because I don't have Melody IG page. I'm not subscribed to her.
Uh,
But I don't know if I didn't read this part right here where it was saying that Melody had reached out to her her fans. And
yeah,
to me, the way that they were talking about it, because when I had got that video, they had sent me the link. It just sounds so cult behavior. It sounds like a cult.
yeah.
And this is what they said. This come directly from Melody. Now, the last one that I read, it came from a fans, right? For what I had read earlier.
Right, I think it came from one of her fan clubs.
But this one right here, it says, "Stay on your purpose. Don't allow darkness to ever shadow light. If there's one thing you learn from watching me, it's move in silence. There are always things I'm working on behind the scenes. You all have seen it just suddenly pop out. That's what you do this season." Now, I was sitting there, I was thinking when she went ahead and she wrote this to her millimeter, I was saying to myself, why, she didn't apologize when she went into her ex-husband's house and wanted to unalive him behind $17,000. Wouldn't you think that she would want to come out and address that first?
Yeah, you would think so, but she has not mentioned that incident. The incident with the bat, the golf club, or the light of. Well, I haven't heard her mention it. You know.
A- Absolutely.
Well, I know some of her CC fans, her fans have said that being that they are being their pages are getting those strikes,
Mhm.
they're going to go behind the Patreon on their Patreon pages behind the wall, and they
Mhm.
discuss what they want to discuss. I think that's a fake um, form of is that YouTube Patreon? I'm not
I
sure.
don't know. I never even checked that out, but I think you have to pay like it's up to them how much they want to charge,
Okay,
the people to come in
okay.
and, subscribe to the Patreon.
Yeah, a couple of them mentioned that that's where they will continue with this
Mhm.
form of I guess bashing Martell, bashing the Scots behind on their Patreon, and I think that's cool. As long as they don't do it on
Absolutely.
YouTube. I mean, if they want to, completely support her and dog the rest of the cast on their Patreon pages,
Mhm.
that's fine with me. You know,
Absolutely.
I mean,
Hey, Miss Behavior. I see Miss Behaving is in the house lodge.
I see. Okay, all right. Yeah.
How are you doing, Miss Behaving? I dropped the link in case you guys want to come on. You all are welcome. But guys, before Lodge and I get into our commentary, because we're going to go ahead and talk about the Fletchers tonight, I want to go ahead and share this right here. Make sure you go ahead and purchase this book by Shahrazad Ali. We're
Uh-huh.
going to go ahead and talk about that. We're just going to do story time, because there's a lot of information out there, especially when it comes to such a time like this. And the book, I went ahead and ordered it all for Amazon. It's called The Black Man Guide to Understanding the Black Woman, and also it have the Black Woman Guide to Understanding the Black Man, which I'm gonna go ahead and do this one right here first. So once I get my book in, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do story time. So make sure you go ahead and check that book out. I see my
Okay.
girls in the house as well. Nicole Gibbons, she said, "Good evening, Miss Lady D and Miss Logica. We are having power outage." Oh, sorry to hear.
Oh
I
well.
don't want to mess up your show. People still pay to go behind the wall and listen. Hey, misbehavior. So, like I say, each his own. If that's exactly what they want to go ahead and do, let them do. Also, let me read this right quick, Lodge, and then you can go ahead and have the mic. It says, "I remember Shahrazad Ali. My mother was Muslim." Okay, okay, okay. Go ahead, Lodge.
Oh yeah, I've heard. Well, back then, 20, 30 years ago, when Shahrazad would be on like the Phil Donahue show and
Mm-hmm.
those different talk shows, I used to listen to her, and I thought she was very enlightening and very strong, a strong woman, and was very. So I'm willing and ready to read the book and see what else, whatever else she had to say. Yeah,
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah,
Because, like I said, a lot of stuff we don't understand what's going on because of our culture, our religion, everything was stripped from us.
right.
And the thing about it is that we don't want to do our own research. If they said that their word is Bible, like I said, you will be surprised what was ours and was stripped away from us.
Absolutely. Have you ever heard the saying that man, meaning men, were not meant to be monogamous?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that quite a bit. Even back in the biblical days, they did have more than one wife. Um, and that's the reason why men have such a hard time being faithful today. And according to what they say, the United States of America came up with this one man, one woman idea
Yes.
because they know that men cannot be monogamous, most men, and it benefits. I think that was Shahara's RCC.
Yes, economic. We
Benefits
we
the
talked
Lord,
about that.
the judicial system, the court.
Yes.
And remember, I told you my niece is a family, uh, a lawyer for child and family issues. And
Mm-hmm.
if you Google it, they will tell you that family law is the most lucrative. I always thought it was corporate law. It's
No, it's family.
made, but the more money is made for family law lawyers than any other profession.
Yes.
And we can see that here because look how many times Martell and Melody has been back and forth to court.
Absolutely.
Each time they go, court costs have to be paid, lawyers have to be paid, judges have to be paid. It is the most lucrative. I mean, if you Google it, it'll tell you family law
Yes.
is the most lucrative law lawyer to be. My niece, I'm telling you, she is banking.
Mm-hmm.
She makes a lot of money.
Absolutely.
$500,000 a year. Well, that's not
Absolutely.
her only job because she is an assistant Supreme Court justice in the state of Indiana, of Atlanta. So she makes that money from that and her law practice and family.
Absolutely. They
Yeah.
know that the average marriage is not going to last no longer than 2 years.
Yep. And it costs.
And they know they will be into divorce court, and that's when the judges
Yeah.
and the lawyers, they going to make money because it's a money racket.
And it's not cheap. I mean,
No, it's not.
what we would pay for a divorce is nothing compared to what Melody and Martell and all of these famous people in Atlanta are gonna pay for a divorce. And
Look
they're
what Nicole
divorce
said.
lawyers.
Yep, Nicole said, I believe that a custody petition for each child in most state is 3,000 to 5,000 per child. Wow,
Okay. And they have four.
wow.
So believe me, those bills are high. The majority of his money is going to the courts, the lawyers, the investigators got to be paid, the the social workers have to be paid. Everybody has to get paid, and it comes out of their pockets.
That's it.
Yeah,
And that's why I'm so glad this generation, our platform is not just to gossip, it's to educate, especially when it comes to our people and showing that the traps that these people are setting, they already, like I said, the system is not messed up. The system is only doing what the system is
it's just
designed to
not
do.
to do. Absolutely.
Yeah. And then we take the time and educate ourselves, and knowing that all this right here is a part of our culture. Our men was meant to be kings, not all of them. Now we got some that, just was supposed to be where they are, but you're
Yeah,
going to know a king because a king is going to take care home and go and just like I say, he going to take care of home first before he
right.
spread it abroad, right?
Absolutely. But yeah, men are not, according to, Shahara Azad Ali and many other people, men are not, it's not natural for them to be monogamous. They are
Mhm.
going to cheat. Women have
Mhm.
picked up that habit too.
But not as bad.
Not
But they say if they say, I was reading somewhere when I was doing my research, they say women just as bad as
yeah,
than a man when it comes to cheating.
yeah, but men are number one. And that's
Mhm.
not just black men, white men, Asian men, Hispanic men, they all cheat. Our men just happen to be the most beautiful and the
Mhm.
most, I want to say, the most better equipped. And you know what I mean? Uh, in the, you know, in that area to perform. Um, and so they are. fantasize about all women, not just black women. White
Mhm.
people fantasize about black men and their prowess. Hispanic women do too.
Mhm.
Everybody
Uh,
wants a piece of a black man.
let me tell you what I read. I don't know where I heard this from, but they said that men was not meant to have one wife, and that's why the Most High God made the black man so endowed.
Uh, yes, indeed.
So it's like you being selfish. You're not going to just share that all by yourself. You see what I'm
That's
saying?
what happened. I mean, anybody that thinks they're going to have a man to themselves is pretty much fooling themselves.
Especially with the ones with the full package,
Yeah.
right?
If they're working with something, girl, you ain't getting all that to yourself. Somebody else
That's
gonna get
it.
to that. It's just,
Or a good provider,
yeah, yeah, it's facts. You know, and most black men are well endowed. You
or
know,
good providers, because we don't want no broke one, right?
we don't want a broke one. Never, never.
Uh, the
Most
black
black
man is God. Yes.
stars.
Uh,
Go ahead.
Nicole Gibbons says, my understanding is that the gas meters keep taking Martell back to court. The custody arrangement is still the same, 7 days on, 7 days off.
Yeah,
Gas meters want the kids on social media and TV again. Exactly.
it's not gonna happen though. I don't know why she keeps thinking it's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen because he has to sign for it. And
Absolutely.
the judge probably now don't think it's in the best interest of the children for them to be on social media and the TV show. And I don't think so either. Leave them kids alone. Let them be kids.
Absolutely. They mess it up. They mess it up.
Yeah. I mean,
And
she wanted to make money,
that's all it was.
you
And
know,
then it was upset because of
in my opinion.
Martell and Ariane's son. They say, well, he's going to be, filming. And they tried to screw that up. That's why they said that, making everything so bad, because they do not want Martell to bring on Little Knox. But you got to realize the reason why Melody's and Martell children is not on TV is because Melody messed it up.
Pretty much. And Knox is not part of the divorce case. It's a
Absolutely.
custody case. So it's up to Martell and Ariane if Knox films,
That's it.
so they're not going to be able to stop that. Do you think that all of the strikes now is to prepare uh, the content creators because it's a possibility that Ariane and Knox will be filming with Martell?
I think so. So what they most likely doing is cleaning up, because I noticed the last video that you and I and Nicole did, they didn't monetize it.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a appeal. It's easy because, like I say, it's nothing that we was saying was wrong. You understand? We talking about a reality show,
Yeah.
and the only thing that I can think of, if maybe I had put that little small snippet, but then again, that's within our copyright guidelines.
Okay.
So I don't know what it could be, but whatever it is, I'm going to appeal, and they'll let me know what not to put in. Because at first I wasn't even monetizing none of my videos,
Okay.
But I say, if I'm gonna stay here an hour and 2 hours, I might as well go ahead and monetize. Because see, like I said, when me and you come on, we just come on to talk, right?
Absolutely.
I wasn't really worrying about the money, because I'd be poor if I had to worry about this. So I say it does not even make no sense for me even monetizing it. But I don't want you to decide it. I don't want YouTube to decide what I should monetize or not. It's up to me if I want to monetize it or not. You see where I'm going?
Okay. I see.
Yeah, but see, they went ahead and they didn't monetize. So, like I said, if I didn't want to monetize, give me that choice.
Right. Right.
Nicole said exactly. Both parents have to agree with major decisions are made in life when there is equal custody. If no agreement is made, then the answer is no. Absolutely, because like I said, Melody messed it up, especially when she had producers. Well, I don't know if she had, because you can't make people do. When they were saying who is the better parent, Martell or Melody, that was wrong. What producer would sit there and pit the kids against both
Yeah.
parents, right?
I think Martell got angry because they continued to come after him. They were basically, the fans are basically acting like the kids only belonged to her, saying that he was a bad father. So
Hmm.
why would he agree to allow his children to be on the show and social media when her fans, which are her friends, they represent her, speak
Hmm.
of him in a negative way when it comes down to his kids. I
Absolutely.
don't even.
Absolutely. Nicole said, Lady D, I heard the content creator say you can use LAMH clips or audio anymore. You can't use, I think she said you can't. I guess that's what it meant because I did hear where they saying you cannot use it anymore. So what you mean? She said you can use. What I think is you could use them, but they don't want you to pull it off of YouTube. What they want you to do is get it from other sites, like TikTok
Yeah,
or
Instagram,
Instagram, but
right.
don't pull it off of somebody else their videos because they took the time to go and research and put it on their channel, so you should do the same thing. That's what I think, because you can't stop nobody from playing clips within the copyright guidelines.
Yeah.
That's You can't do that.
I think, like you said, it cannot come from YouTube. So
Yeah, yo,
this
yeah.
particular picture you have here, if it came from Instagram, it probably would be okay.
Yeah, that's what they told me, because when I
Yeah.
was putting those clips, and
Hmm.
they said that, it was too much traffic. That means everybody was using those same clips because
Right,
they
right,
all came from YouTube.
right.
So that's what I think it is. She said, no, you can't use clips or oh my God. She said, no, you can't use clips
Oh,
or audio anymore. A CC got struck for pulling LEMH from an Instagram post. Oh, okay.
okay,
I wonder why. Because you telling a story, long as what I read when my channel got taken down, they say I can use it. It's just that you have to trying to screw it up, make it look kind of fuzzy, the voice and all that.
well, it looks like this must have happened in the last 48 hours where they made these new changes.
I
So
think
what
the network did that. You think so?
I think the Western Network, what does that mean? It means that this cannot be monetized, or you take a chance on losing your channel.
She said struck, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to write to I'm gonna
Yeah.
go on Twitter. I know exactly who to talk to on Twitter, and they're
Okay.
gonna go ahead and give me that information because they don't want to help me to get my channel back on. And they work for YouTube. So I'm gonna see. All you gotta do is go on Twitter, and it's gonna be someone that's gonna talk to you because
Okay.
on Instagram, if you want to talk, put at least, with it 30 second countdown. You look like you could put that them clips up. But she said that that is why it's causing so much controversy over there. The network doesn't want their content used. Well, like I said, that's their content, right?
Yeah, it's their content.
And maybe they don't want to use because the way that these people have taken it to a very detestable place,
Right,
right?
right. They've taken it to a real low, and something has to be done. Some change.
Absolutely.
I mean, because I know you don't go on the other content creators' pages,
Hmm.
but I do. And when I tell you they curse, they call these people names, they talk about their businesses, they call not all kinds of little crazy names.
Are you They talk about the child?
Yeah, they talk about not all of them, some of them, not
Oh my
all.
god.
They talk about him. They talk about Arion and Martell.
Yeah.
Talk about the Scots. Everybody gets a negative, uh, but Melody.
Wow.
And I mean that some of them could get real low, real
So
low.
why did Melody come out and write that statement when most of the people that's doing all the damage is her millimeters, allegedly?
I did read that earlier, and what it sounded like to me, she was telling them to move in silence and come up with other creative ways. So to me, she was telling them to go to their Patreon pages and then
Okay.
support her, talk crap about these people to the as low as they want to, because you have to be a member of, I think, of Patreon in order to hear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what I got out of her message to them,
Mm-hmm.
was telling them to go and do it behind the wall, not on YouTube, but on their Patreon. They can still support her fully. They can talk as much crap as they want. I mean, get low, talk about the kids, talk about everybody, and nobody can. YouTube can't touch them. That's what I got out of her message.
Yeah, and also she said that she got something coming up, but she's gonna move in silence with it. It's not exact
Okay.
words, but something to the fact. Like I said, I don't know what company is going to endorse that because good and well, logical. If it was anybody else with that much abuse, AB that she did,
Uh huh.
nowhere in the world they would have that person to promote their brand.
Well, I think that's the reason that she's asking them to move in silence and go to the Patreon. That way, her sponsors won't see or hear, and they can talk as much crap. They can still support her, buy her products, buy even more. Because they'll be making money off the Patreon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, their fans will have to pay to hear what they got to say, and I think
Hmm.
that's the way it should be. I have no problem. I don't know if they charge $1, $2, $5. I don't know what they charge.
I guess it's up to them, but misbehaving say it's laughable to me that they expect their channel not to be struck. They made countless videos bashing callers. Absolutely.
Absolutely, he has a lot of power, even though they think he don't. This
Hmm.
is correct. It was bound to happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Nicole say exactly they are using content to bully people, and the Scots probably threatened to sue. They called the baby handicap, referring to not. Oh my God, I can't
Oh my
believe
God.
that.
Some of the things they say about he's a
Wow.
little boy, and he is not responsible for him being here. They should
Wow.
never even bring up that child's name. But the things
Wow.
they say about him is horrible.
But you see how fast God moved because the other day when I was in the spirit, when God was giving me a rhema word, I was saying things, and look, it's
Yep,
happening right now. You see that?
absolutely. Absolutely.
I
Yep.
was just saying what God was telling these people to back off, lead these people
Yep.
along. Everything that you touch gonna fall apart, and not what you seeing right now.
Okay. Yep. That was what, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. We
Yes,
were
and now look what happened.
absolutely. That was where are we at? We at Saturday. That had to be Wednesday when you made that statement. You were praying so hard, and yeah, that was a couple days ago.
And just 2 days later, look at this.
Absolutely.
You can't mess with God. When God people sit there and say something, you better take heed.
Yeah. And here's the thing: they think we hate Melody. No,
Mm.
as far as I'm concerned, they can buy every drop, every ounce of whatever she got to sell, every T-shirt. They can give her all their money as far as I'm concerned.
Look what Nicole said. You were Lady D, and a strike part is going on. Absolutely. I mean, I look. God had me to go to these prayer warriors on Martell behalf, and all the stuff that is going on. With these YouTubers, and I mean, before you know it, they start falling like dominoes.
Yeah, remember you kept changing the time. At first you weren't gonna come on, then you
I
were
was
gonna
gonna come on Sunday.
right, and you changed your mind and you said, "No, I'm coming on." Right? Remember I said, "I'm glad you changed your mind."
And if I would have waited Sunday and all this happening right now, the prophecy wouldn't have never been fulfilled.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we've been praying for some relief for Martell and the Scotts and everybody on the show, and I think the prayers worked.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You never win when you play dirt. And it's not that we just praying for Martell, because like I said, we praying for all of them. We want to see, especially when it comes to our people, we want to see even Melody. We want to see them all succeed.
Right. She can still
But
make.
yeah, but you can't keep lifting up one person and tearing down everybody else.
Yeah, that was my problem. They can lift her up. They can praise her, idolize her, worship her. I don't care. I just
And look what let it say the content creators back on talking. They could talk all they want, but they won't get monetized. They ain't gonna get paid for it. And when you got to make a person obligated to pay for to hear you gossip. Them people ain't gonna pay for that. They ain't gonna go on you. They might go on your back wall just a few months, and after that, that's gonna wear off.
Well, it depends on how much they charge them.
But still, of all, you think so? Why would you want to sit there and listen to somebody gossip, paying your hard earned money, and all you going to do is lose because
Oh
you
yeah,
putting your money on bad grounds.
yeah,
So the ones that subscribing to all that mess, they better sit there and back off. Listen to the prophets. Listen to the prophetess.
yeah. They're gonna lose some because everybody ain't gonna pay for it. I wouldn't pay for it.
I wouldn't pay for it either.
Yeah,
Let us say you guys like everyone except it's not that we don't like Melody. It's just that the thing about it, you guys are lifting her up. You guys are not giving us a chance, just like you're not giving God a chance to sit there and work on our behalf. Because you guys are taking it on your own. So when you taking it on your own, we gonna back off, just like God is backing off, right?
absolutely. I have a problem, Miss Little John. Yeah, I like everybody. I did like Melody at first, but I cannot support her, Miss Little John, in misusing, dogging, dragging the others. I can't.
Right.
Sorry, I don't do that.
Look what Nicole say. Right, all the prayers worked, and as of today, they were still calling and trying to report the Black Expo. Why do they give the Scots so much negativity? Because jealousy. I talked about jealousy. Jealousy is crueler than the grave. Jealousy will keep their eyes on their prey until they try to take them out, and that's jealousy. But it's gonna backfire. The devil is not going to give up. But like
Right.
I said, we ain't giving up either. Somebody gonna give
Not
up.
giving up either. And far as Miss Little John is concerned, this is the problem that I have. They are trying to be mean and nasty to the Scots for their Black Expo in favor of Melody. These are Melody's fans. Miss Little
Absolutely.
John.
Misbehavior say, Lady D, some folks are hooked on this mess, so they will pay to hear and join the gossip. Like I
Yes,
said, let them continue putting their money. They point all you guys doing is putting your money on bad grounds.
ain't nothing wrong. I mean, if that's what they want to do, not well,
Let them do it.
let them do it, honey. Help, hurry
Let them
up.
do it.
Set up your Patreon, child.
Yep, let them do it. Let them do it. Because if I
That's
got to
what
sit
people
there
about.
and let them do it, that's just to show
Yep,
you what state of mind that we are in. Nicole Given said idolatry is a sin, no matter what gas meters does, you agree with, and she and no one is perfect. No, not at
absolutely.
all.
Absolutely, Nicole. Yep, that's all I want. I want peace for the others. And
That's it.
Melody can make all the money off her fans that she can.
That's
Millions,
it.
as far as I'm concerned. More power to her. Just go on
That's it.
to Patreon and do it. And leave these other people alone.
That's
Heavy,
it.
heavy businesses. That's all I ask.
That's it. So girl, let's go ahead and talk about the Fletchers,
Oh,
girl.
okay.
Miss Mel says she is not no side chick over here. She didn't say
Uh-huh.
no. She said ain't no side chick over here.
Yeah, I heard her. I heard her. Yeah. Well, what do you think?
I believe her. I think that, that marriage was gone as well. Now they may have still been married, but I think they were separated because if I'm not mistaken, Chris was in the service, right? And
Right.
you know how it is when you're in the service. So
Right.
I think that, and I'm saying allegedly, this is my opinion, oh guys, for entertainment purpose only.
Oh,
Maybe Lex's mom, she probably had, her husband now, probably had him on the side. I don't know because when you're in the military, you be gone for years, and
right.
you see.
Right. Well, I don't know. According to Lexi's mother, uh, what's her name? Nell. Nell was one of several women that
Hmm.
um, Chris had. She wasn't the only one.
Okay.
She did mention that she wasn't the only one. She wasn't a mean. She wasn't mean to her, but she was involved with Chris while they were married.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I'm gonna wait. They say that everything will come out in May. I don't know if Neil was a side chick or not. She said she wasn't, and Lexi's mom implied that she was. Her and several others. And,
Hmm.
Chris is a good looking man.
Absolutely.
He's a gorgeous man. So and he was in the army. He was in his 20s. So I'm not going to say he was faithful to his wife. He could have been. I mean, mine was in his 20s, girl, and he was a very nice looking, tall, dark, handsome man, laid girl. He was packing.
He was in the military as well?
No, 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 no. He wasn't in the military, but he was a good looking black man, tall,
Okay.
6 feet, dark, gorgeous skin. And he was well endowed. So yeah, I wasn't only
Okay, okay, okay now.
yeah, honey, that's how I got stuck on.
I ain't mad with you. Guys, I am so sorry, Misbehavior. Guys, make sure you go and subscribe to Misbehavior channel. Please go and subscribe to her. She almost to 1,000, so she can go ahead and get monetized. So and if you could put your link in, because I don't see any of my mods here.
Yeah,
Put your link in so people can go and subscribe. Let me go ahead and pull Miss Behavior link and put her in.
I
So
know.
guys, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to Miss Behavior.
I went
Go
on
ahead.
Misbehavior's page, and every
Okay.
time I post a comment, it gets deleted. I couldn't understand
Wow.
why. So I said, well, maybe my comments are not appeasing. I try not to post too negative of a comment. So I said,
Mm-hmm.
well, maybe, she doesn't want me commenting on her page or however. So I just stopped. Yeah, every time I would post a comment, it would get deleted.
Yeah, I don't think Misbehavior is deleting them.
Oh, okay. It could be her mom's.
No, it could be YouTube. Sometimes YouTube deletes
Oh,
videos too, because I mean comments, because they thought that I used to delete comments. I said, no, y'all got a right to your opinion, long as you don't keep it, as long as you don't talk about me, you know.
yeah. I know every time I would post a comment, the other
Hmm.
comments, other people would comment, and those comments would be there. But every time I post a comment, it would get deleted.
Oh, okay, probably YouTube.
Probably.
You- YouTube be hating too now.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, guys, I went ahead and post Misbehavior her link. Make sure you go ahead and click on that link and subscribe to Misbehavior, guys. Come on, we have to support each other.
Yeah.
We have to support each other. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe to Misbehavior channel, guys.
Yeah.
So I
Absolutely.
went ahead and put in the link. Okay. Misbehavior say logical. I don't have any mods and I never deleted comments. Yeah, it's YouTube. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yes.
Well, that had never happened before. Well, no, I'm gonna
Yeah.
say that it hasn't. Uh,
Yeah.
Maybe YouTube didn't like my comment. I don't think it was very negative. Could have been.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Well, it's not YouTube, it's the bots. So go into your studio, Misbehavior. Go into your studio and it's going to give you a selection and unclick inappropriate, because they probably thinking that every time someone comment is inappropriate, okay? Simon what is Simon Blunt?
It says Simona Blunt.
Simona Block. It
Something.
says, I think Nell was a side chick. If Chris was married, then she was a side chick. Well, I guess it was.
Well, that's what. I think her name is Cordelia. That's his
Uh-huh.
name is Cordelia. That's what she said. Miss Nail was one of several. She didn't say how many.
Yeah.
Well, she was the one that snatched him up. Nail
Yep.
got
That's it.
yeah.
That's it. And like I said, we need to learn to educate ourselves, especially when it comes to the black man and the black woman, because a lot of stuff that we call in a sin may not be a sin in God's eyes. We call good evil and evil good. Look at the stuff that's going around right now, and we give it a pass. So we don't know what is right, what is wrong, because we call good evil and evil good. So it is what it is, right?
Right, absolutely.
Hmm.
Lady D, did you hear that Neil got pregnant, and that's how she got Chris from his wife?
Oh, she had got pregnant.
That's what Lexi said.
Wow, and all this right here is alleged, guys, for entertainment purpose only. Well, Lexi said a lot of stuff. To
Yeah,
me, she came across as a very bitter person. Like I said, from the first time when I heard, that interview when she had did with one of the YouTubers, I
yeah,
think she should have just kept her mouth closed and
yeah.
stayed off of YouTube, and take her opportunity and promote her business. That's how I look at it.
She's super bitter. and I would like to know why
Mhm.
she's so bitter against her father. You know,
Mhm. And that's what I don't understand because first of all, the dad, her father Chris left the house when she was 2 years old, and the mom remarried when she was 5.
yeah.
So I want to know, you know,
What's the difference?
yeah, because she really didn't know who Chris was, not at 2 years old.
Yeah, yeah. Simona Blunt says, "Isn't Nell child with Chris and Lexi close in age?" You know, that's what I've been trying to figure out. Young Chris Jr. It's hard
Hmm.
to tell how old he is. Now, Lexi says she's 32, right?
I don't know. Hmm.
Now, does Chris Jr. look like he's anywhere near 30?
Now, which one is Chris Jr.? That's the one that had the dogs, was in jail, right?
Right, right, right. Does he look like he's 30?
He looked younger to me.
Yeah, he looked younger to me too.
Hmm.
So that means that uh, Neil didn't get pregnant and stole the husband.
Hmm.
In my opinion, I could be wrong. If Chris Jr. is much younger than Lexi, Lexi says she's 32. Chris Jr. looks like he might be 25.
Yeah, yeah. And Letty said that the mother said Lexi had her own way of seeing things. She did because she said Lexi think the grass was green on the other side. So quite obvious, the stepdad probably was treating her good, but you know she still was bitter. But I just don't know where it came from at 2 years old. You didn't even know this man, you know?
Right. Now that's what I'm puzzled as to where is all
Yeah.
this coming from. You know, because one minute she says she had no communication with Chris, and then a
Yes.
statement about 2 seconds later, she says she talked to him a month after Christmas. Remember when he sent the toys or Christmas gifts?
Mm-hmm.
Sent them back. She said she had no communication with him. And then she turned around and said she talked to him a month later. So it's kind of hard to say how much of her interview was accurate and true. A
Hmm.
lot of it did seem a little messy. But
Yeah.
yeah, you don't think she was bitter? You think she's? I think she's bitter. And I can't figure out why.
I think what it is she just wanted her 15 minute of fame because first of all, you didn't know the man.
Uh-huh.
And for she to have all that information to say that she barely went around that person, somebody she had to go and do a homework and say, oh, this is my dad. So I'm gonna take
Right.
this opportunity to go ahead and try to assassinate that character.
Well, that's kind of low down and crazy, you know.
Hmm.
When she could have been a loving daughter, why be mean and nasty just for
Absolutely.
15 minutes of fame? That's kind of crazy.
Yes. Bertha Raymond says, but if the divorce was final in February 1992, was Nell a side chick? Doesn't a separation and time occur leading up to the divorce decree?
Yeah, usually it do.
Hmm.
Be separated for at least a year before you get your divorce decree.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know.
in
I
most
don't know.
cases, you don't get your divorce, especially when there's children. You don't get
Hmm.
your divorce decree right away.
Yeah, and Simona said, in my opinion, I found it interesting how the millimeters had grace for Nell and continued to dog out Ariane, but had grace. Bingo, bingo. I just wish my look, I need my podcast to work because I give her a clap. Absolutely.
Yes, I'm on a blunt. They have a lot of
Absolutely.
grace for Nell, but absolutely none for Ariana.
And
None.
even Martell, they give Martell no grace. Now we got Chris sitting there cheating and allegedly, and Nell allegedly being the side chick, but you don't hear nobody sitting there and dragging them. They ain't nailing them to the cross.
Absolutely. And it's
Wow.
because if Nell did have something to do with this marriage ending, how can Melody be so crazy about Nell if she's against women that come between a husband and a wife?
That's it. And look what Simona said. Simona said, wrong is wrong, right is right.
Right.
Absolutely. We
What's
can't sit there and pick and choose what we're going to call a sin and what we're going to call
right?
God's grace.
Yeah, they have a lot of grace for Nell. They have a lot of
Yes,
grace for Chris, but none for Ariana.
absolutely.
Because they don't know. Alexi's mother, Miss Cordelia. They know
Hmm.
Melody. They idolize Melody. So hey,
That's what it is. That's the key.
right?
That's
Yeah,
the
that would
key.
never get no grace.
Yeah, because they idolize, and we live in a world, how, about everything is about, as they say, beauty, beauty, and this angel light, how that's how he was able to trick so many people because they look at the outer appearance of a person,
Yeah, yeah,
not knowing inside they can be rotten to the core.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We are a people that idolize beauty, not just our race, but
Everybody, this European standards, everybody, we all do that.
yeah, we do. All of us, you know.
My girl in the house, Donna Davis, she said, "Good evening, lady in chat." Hey,
Hello,
Donna.
hello. Yeah,
Donna, make sure you go subscribe to Misbehavior channel. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Guys, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to Misbehavior channel, guys. So Lodge, we're gonna stay on just an hour here. So we got about 10 more minutes since we
hey,
did 2 hours earlier here.
oh, fine with me.
Okay,
Yeah,
Letty says because Ariane went on YouTube talking so bad about Melody, you guys really need to hear what Ariane has said on the blogger OSNC.
yeah, we,
That's why they dragging Ariane because of what she said
yeah,
on 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 Instagram. But
yeah,
they still would have dragged Ariane even if she didn't even say
right.
nothing. This girl sat there when she first came on, didn't say not one thing, was just showing her clothes, and they had so much stuff to say about her.
Well, you know, you and I have talked about that. I've told you that that's my biggest problem with Ariane, the things that she said on YouTube.
Hmm.
But I still don't hate her, and if she is his choice, I don't have a problem with it. I truly dislike the things that she said about Melody and Marcel and the kids. We talked about that.
Hmm.
But I don't hate Ariane for it, but I don't like it.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
know?
And like I said, we understand exactly, all the stuff that's going on, how it happened. You
Right,
know, we wouldn't want to be in those Melody shoes,
right,
and I understand, how she feels, but we looking from the outside in,
yeah.
and the way that
Uh,
with our whole Melody, because Melody, she chose to put her life on display for the whole world
yeah,
to go ahead and pick it apart. And
right,
that's why I hold Melody.
right. And you know, we talked about it. I did like the fact that Ariane called his phone and got all nasty with Melody when Melody
Yes,
answered her husband's phone. I felt like Ariane was totally wrong for that. And Martell should have never allowed that to happen.
absolutely. That was
So,
disrespectful.
right. If you're the outside woman, you have to stay in your lane.
Hmm.
We all know it's wrong, but that's Martell's wrong. But what Ariane,
Yes,
to me, uh, became part of the wrong. Number one, cheating with her husband, but secondly, you do not harass that wife at her home where she has to take care of her children.
yeah, absolutely. But I remember
I'm not giving.
Ariane said that the reason why um she was doing what she did because it was a fake storyline. She
Yeah,
said that these people was not together. They was just doing that just, for a show.
well, that could be possibly true. We believe that, but
Mhm.
she will never get a pass from me for doing that.
Mhm. So what if they was just for the show? They only did that just to do this reality show.
Yeah, it could possibly be true. It was only done for the show. But that's the story for Martell to tell. You still don't
Mhm.
call his wife. You still don't harass his wife where at her home where she has to take care of her children. And you know I'm not a Melody fan,
Absolutely.
but I don't believe in being disrespectful to the wife. Whatever you and that man do, that's between you and him. But
Nicole say the same thing. I agree that it was very disrespectful, but it's up to the man to keep his woman in their
yeah,
place. Absolutely.
absolutely, absolutely, Martell was wrong in that. He should have never allowed that to happen.
Mhm.
You know, you don't disrespect the mother of his children. Whatever issues you have it with the man. You don't have it with the wife.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, honest to God, my husband cheated and made a baby, and that woman never called me, and I never called
Mm-hmm.
her, and she
Mm-hmm.
knew better, and he
Well,
knew.
one of them, remember I was telling you that she was working on my husband's job, right?
I remember you saying that, yeah.
And she called my house and she said, "May I speak to?" She mentioned his name, right?
Uh huh.
And I asked her, I said, "Who is this?" She said, "This is AT&T." And she sounded very professional because she was his secretary, okay?
Okay.
And at first, I was going to give him the phone, and I say, "Look, ma'am, I handle all the bills, okay? So whatever it is, you could tell me." But she was insistent to talk to him. So
Okay.
right there, I put two and two
Two,
together, and I
yeah.
said there, and I figured out who she was.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I told her, I say, "You don't know me." I said, "I'm gonna give you 15. I'll be at your house in 15 minutes."
Wow.
I was at her house for 15 minutes. And like I say, I'm telling you the God honest truth.
Mhm.
I went into her house
Mhm.
and her grandmother was there and said, "I had a feeling that was a married man."
Mhm.
I ran this woman out of her own house, ran her in the woods somewhere. You hear me?
Okay. Okay.
And I didn't even run her. She ran. I was just at the door. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm. Mhm.
And after that, I didn't see her no more.
Wow. So
I never saw her ever again.
she left him alone after that.
Of course, because I'm not gonna play. No way in the world. Like I said, they say even if I don't want it, it could sit in the front yard. You better pass it up.
Okay. Okay.
Because it wasn't easy for me to get it. Why should I make it easy for you to keep them?
Yeah.
I
I
had to go through pure hell. So I ain't gonna let you just skate in and get it.
I had a total different mindset about it. You know, he took care of home. He went to work. He
Mm-hmm.
worked hard. He was, he earned. He was a pretty good
Mm-hmm.
earner. And my home, or whatever I wanted, a brand new car, a brand new van, or whatever I wanted, I got.
Talk to my friends. They'll tell you. They used to
Okay,
call me Miss Chancellor. They used to call me Oprah. I had everything. Never wanted for nothing,
but
and still don't want. I don't
but
even have to get out my bed if I don't want to.
no, the word no never came out of his mouth when it came to me. My thing
Mm-hmm.
was, I don't care what you do, she better not bother me. And
Absolutely.
I don't know if he ever gave, because at that time we didn't have cell phones. We had a landline. I never picked up my phone and heard that woman's voice on the other end of my phone.
Look what Bertha said. Dag Lady D, Texas
That's
hold
the
up. Sure,
phone of
I'll pull out my piece in a minute, honey.
okay. So
I'll pull out my piece in a minute. In a minute with my little pink handle.
well, girl, you too. Now here's the thing. This chick knew of me.
Uh huh.
They knew of a prior incident where I'm not gonna, put all of my business out, but they knew
Mm-hmm.
her and her family knew what I was capable of. And my
Mm-hmm.
husband knew what I was capable of. That woman never knocked on my door. She never called my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
I
And mine
think
didn't have a pink handle. Mine got a black handle. Okay?
like I said, I think what it is, people is going to only do what you allow them to do.
Absolutely.
Because I
Absolutely.
truly believe if Melody would have went ahead and put her foot down,
That would
nowhere in the world Ariane would have been in the picture. But quite obvious, just like I said, Melody had to been checked out herself.
well, I don't know. But I'm like you. I agree. She should have put that girl in her place and let her know this better be the first and last time you ever call a phone and me pick up
Absolutely.
your voice.
That was when she called my house. I promise. The grandmother said, "Oh Lord, call the pastor. I got to call the pastor." I said, "No, you better not call the pastor. You better call the police."
Okay, Melanie should have made it known, baby. But see, Melanie is a
Shoot.
public figure, so she
Yep.
had to take a guess. A
So
lot.
if I got all this crap in my life, why would I want to go ahead and pitch a reality show? Make it make sense.
It would have never been public, never. Because
Y-
I would
y-
have had to deal with it. You
Thank you.
figure out what you gonna do with her, but I bet not. She better knock on my door. I better not hear her voice on the other end of my phone.
Absolutely. Look what Bertha said. Bertha said that's a good laugh on this Sunday night. This real talk. Can't get no real than this.
A woman never me.
We all can take a piece of what happened on
Yeah,
these reality shows. We all been through hell and back,
yeah.
but
No,
you ain't gonna stay there,
mm-mm. And she wouldn't have been on no social media talking all that crap neither, because I would have put a stop to that. Okay.
girl.
Okay.
I, girl, I, I would have sat there. You got a feedback.
I do.
Uh huh. Girl, look, I would have Ariane talking all that smack. I would say, girl, look, I see you in a few minutes. You see what I'm saying? And I
Okay.
promise you, Ariane wouldn't have sit there and ever said nothing again.
Yeah. I better never hear your voice again.
I wouldn't. She trust me. Just my presence alone in her face, she wouldn't have said nothing. She would have been gone.
Yep, absolutely.
She would have never played in my relationship like that.
Yeah, but we from the old school. We didn't get
Sure.
down like that. These girls are from the new school. And they
Well,
don't
they
go,
better wake up.
okay, it don't go down like that. Not in my day, it didn't.
They
When I,
better wake.
I
I
better not,
remember when go ahead, babe.
when
I don't want to cut you off.
I told him, I didn't have to tell her. I better not ever pick up my phone and hear her voice. Point blank
Absolutely.
and period. And it never happened. But I was old
Mm-mm.
school.
Hmm.
uh,
Nell, letter said Nell and Chris changed, but Martell just kept lying and going back to Ariane. I don't know. Like I said there and say, I think that these people, I don't know what to say about, because sometimes this is how a man is. A man can't handle when a woman cheat. You understand?
mm-hmm.
See, when a woman cheat, a man don't want to go back into that.
Uh-huh.
They don't want to go back. If they know that they woman was out there, they don't want to go back into that.
I
Now
doubt
some
it.
do, some do.
Now, Miss Littlejohn says Nell and Chris changed. I bet it wasn't overnight.
Hmm.
I bet you Chris did not change overnight. It took some
How long they say they was depart? They was separated.
18 months to 2 years they were separated.
Hmm. Hmm.
He didn't change overnight. I bet you that.
No, no, not at all. But see, the thing about it between Nell and Chris is that when they got back together, she forgave him. And
Right.
once you forgive him, that's just like with my husband. Once you forgive it, you let it go.
Uh-huh.
You don't keep bringing it up, because if you bringing it up, then you didn't let it go. That's like with Mel. You don't bring it up no more.
I didn't bring it up either.
Now, if he go back out there and he cheat, then you let him stay where it's at. Let him stay. Divorce, and that's it.
Right. Who's to say that Chris is not cheating now? Don't nobody know. He could just be cheating better.
That's it.
With more. Yeah. Yeah. When I forgave, I forgave, and I never brought it up again.
Yeah.
I decided to
Nicole say
forgive.
they both were competing for Martell, or else as soon as gas meters found out, she would have left and stayed gone. Yeah.
And that's what you don't do. You do not compete. I
Hmm.
don't believe in competing. I don't believe in fighting no woman about no man. My mama would turn over in her grave. You don't fight no woman or into it with a woman about, that's just the way I was raised. You put your foot down, it's either going to be one way or the other with the man.
Hmm.
I never called him again.
Absolutely.
And I
Nicole
can't
said,
say he
"Go
didn't.
ahead, babe. I don't want to cut y'all."
I can't say that he didn't cheat again,
Hmm.
but I never, got any more information past that one female, you know.
Hmm.
But anyway,
Yeah, Nicole said on area Tasha K interview, she said Mel went to her apartment trying to fight her over Martell. Oh, I didn't know that. I know she had went there, but I thought it was Mel went over there to set her up. Well,
oh,
to set Martell up.
oh, okay, okay.
I
But
didn't know they was gonna fight.
I did hear that she went over there with some buddies of hers, girlfriends of hers, threatening to jump on Ari.
Hmm.
Well, child, this is a different day. It ain't like it was, you know, back in the day.
Hmm.
Yes, I like that. You know.
uh Misbehavior, she's speaking to, she say, logical speak, I see a comment from you on my video called Melody and the Millimeters love toxic men.
Okay, now that's the last one that you did, the very last one that you put out. I can't remember the name of it. I was the first one to comment on it. When I went back, it was deleted.
Mm-hmm.
Very last post. What was the name of that one? Oh God, I can't remember now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when I went back, a couple of them, my comments were deleted.
Yeah, what she got to do is go in her studio and unclick inappropriate, so all of her comments can, get through, because the bots are thinking that, whatever you're saying is offensive. And Letty says, "Who is the gas meters? The gas meters are the mellometers."
That's
Nicole Given says she went there twice. The first time was a setup. The second time she went to fight. Okay, I didn't know that.
oh, okay. All right.
That's new to us, huh?
All
You knew
right.
that?
I had heard that she went there to fight, and then on who said that she went there to sit down and talk? Oh, it was with the interview with Tasha K. When
Yes.
that she went there and sat down and talked with
Mhm.
Maria, her mama. So those are the two times I heard about.
Mhm.
Oh, she says,
Mhm.
don't worry, your comments are always welcomed. Okay,
Yes.
David, I was curious about that. Yeah.
Yes. So, girl, we done did our hour. We gonna go ahead and shut it down, and
Okay.
I might come on Monday because I know tomorrow I'm gonna have a house full. Okay.
I know Super Bowl Sunday, honey.
Yes, yes, Super Bowl. So, girl, I enjoyed you very much. This was a very good
Absolutely.
live again.
Always. Yep. Yep. And I'm not trying to be mean. I don't want the gas meters to think that I'm being mean. But
Uh-huh.
I have to speak my truth. And I don't hate their girl. I just don't like the way she interacts with other people.
Absolutely.
Mainly the Scotts and
All
Destiny
right.
Martell.
Letty says good night, ladies. Good night. Good night. Nicole Given say Aries said that on text Tasha K. Yes, interview. So girl, look, I'm finna go and take my shower.
Okay, yeah, me too, honey, because it's time to chill,
All
relax,
right.
put this food up. Okay, dear.
All right, good night here.
Good night.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and close it down. Make sure you guys go and check out Misbehavior channel, guys. Get her to that 1,000 so she can go ahead and get her monetization. So we want to go make sure that everything is right. Especially we try to take care of each other in here. Nicole Given says good night, Lady D and Miss Logical, and chat and have a nice evening. Absolutely, thank you guys. Thank you, Letta. Thank you for coming in. I saw my girl Donna was in the house. Uh, Bertha. Thank you guys for coming in. And all the ones, yeah, look at Bertha. She said, enjoy your even blessings. Thank you. Absolutely, guys. And you all have a good night. I'm not going to come on tomorrow because the Super Bowl is tomorrow. My husband is a diehard 49ers fan. So that's where we're going to be. I see a associate minister came in. He said, hello, Real Talk with Lady D. A good evening. Hi, Minister Terry Lewis. So, guys, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and close it down. Thank you for coming and being a part of my life. Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and non-biased. And in here, guys, all this right here is for entertainment purpose only. Like I say all the time, we don't know these people from a can of paint. Okay, so it is what it is. You air it out, you are free game. So, guys, good night. Good night, guys. Good night. Thank you. Thank you, guys, for coming.